Good day, viewers, and welcome to today's episode of Erongo Talk. I am Prishni Tanapo, your host and presenter. Now, of course, we bring you the news, the weather, and an interesting interview coming up, not forgetting your bi-weekly sports update. So please stick around for the rest of the show.
Hallo kijkers en welkom bij vandagse episode van Erongo Talk.
I'm your host Nicanor Nangolo.
I am your host Frida Mulatu.
I'm your host Sheldon Johannes.
Sit gerus terug en geniet hierdie episode met ons.
We didn't count them out. We know they played against Grootfontein.
Die weer is mooi en so eer om hier te wees.
Ondersteun ons. Ons gaan julle trots maak.
Welcome back. It's of course time for your news, and first up in today's news we have a look at the Minister of Fisheries, Derek Claassen, along with the Labour Minister Utoni Nuyoma, who met with the fishermen employed under the government redress program. They obviously had a few discussions, so let's have a look at that.
We thought it's time, let me see you also. Let us see you and not just the committee. And I also think you also wanted to see us. And some of you wanted to talk to us, maybe. But that is how this meeting is now happening. And then we asked the committee, the company also to come to listen. Yes, we are having the documents here, the petitions. But for me, I will come back and talk later about this.
So if the people that are now employed are not happy, it is our duty to come and listen in a constructive dialogue. We would like to hear from you today because we have received the petitions, numerous petitions, and we want to hear from you what solutions. Because if we keep on going with dissatisfaction among ourselves, lack of consultation, it will not help us. So bear in mind that we have a limited resource that is declining against the backdrop of high unemployment in this country. So you must also remember that there are other other fishers who also still sit at home without any work. So we are here really to listen and to have a constructive dialogue, so that we resolve this issue once and for all.
Well, we hope this meeting was fruitful for the fishermen and that all their pleas were heard. In more news, NAMRA hosted the 39th World Custom Organizations Council governing meeting recently. Now, the Minister of Finance, Ipumbushimi, also applauded NAMRA for all of their efforts in safekeeping between borders.
I'm also happy that you are talking about partnership, cooperation, because if we do that, we can also help to combat illicit goods and transnational crimes. Because you as customs administrators, you are actually at the center of these kind of crimes. And if you work together, you will be able to help us to combat these illegal activities. So please continue to work together. We, as policymakers, value the work that you do. You must count on our support, because if there is no revenue that is collected by the Revenue Authority, there won't be any development. If there is no cooperation, if customs do not connect, we will not be able to realize the fruits of our free trade areas. We will not be able to trade globally, and therefore development will be stifled. So once again, I'm happy that you are here, and I wish you fruitful discussions. Thank you very much.
Definitely a round of applause over there to Namra for a job well done in relation to customs, and we hope they keep up the good work and keep the fostering spirit. Now, lastly, in our news segment, the MSME food safety training kicked off recently in Walfish Bay. Now we hear from the CEO of Ialago Food Consultants, Ruth Martinez Lago, who tells us a little more.
My name is Ruth Martinez Lago, CEO and co-founder of Ialago Food Assurance Consultants, based in Walvis Bay, Namibia. We are food safety and quality assurance consultants, targeting mostly big enterprises, businesses that are producing food for export. Today we are in Walvis Bay, here for the food safety compliance training, targeting SMEs as well as food vendors in the informal sector. The reason for this project is that we wanted these SMEs to have access to expert consultants as well as trainers and equip them with knowledge on how to produce food safely. This is very important to us and it's close to our heart because there are a lot of alarming statistics according to the World Health Organization, whereby they say 600 million cases of foodborne illnesses are reported every year, and out of those are 420,000 deaths. So these are quite alarming, if you can say, and for that reason we started this initiative so that we can lower those statistics, especially in Namibia. So in today's training, we are going to cover topics on food hygiene, processing food hygienically, and we're going to also have these SMEs to network with each other and share good practices. So it's a very good initiative from my opinion, and we've received also good feedback. Okay, and one thing is we're also going to have this in 2 other towns. We're going to have this done in 2 other towns, in Windhoek next week on the 30th of May, as well as in Ongwediva on the 6th of June. This training would not have been possible without our sponsors' help. Okay, so we've got various sponsors that have chipped in. They've answered our call to supporting food safety in Namibia. So our very special thank you to our sponsors who made it possible for us to host these events in the 3 towns of Walvis Bay, Windhoek and Ongwediva: Manica Group Namibia, F&B Namibia, ONL Leisure Hotel and Lodges, Gondwana Collection, as well as individuals such as Jose Maria Martinez Lago, an aquaculture consultant. And we've also got the local authorities who have made it possible by availing someone from the mayor's office, a leader, to motivate us, as well as an environmental practitioner, so that they will be able to encourage us and give us, their perspective as a regulator. Would also like to thank Plastic Packaging, who are going to support us, especially for the Windhoek session, and many others. Thank you very much. We're very grateful.
And indeed, ensuring food safety is of paramount importance, so we definitely give them a high five on that matter. That does bring us to the end of today's episode. I hope you guys stick around for the rest of the show. The end of today's news segment, my apologies. Please stick around for the rest of the show, as we still have your sports news coming up and an interesting interview with one of our athletes from the Special Olympics.
Neo Paints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neo Paints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neo Paints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
It's of course time for our sports news, and I'm rather excited to announce this one. The Africa Indoor Hockey Cup has officially kicked off, and it's taking place right here in Swakopmund. Now, yesterday Namibia took on Zimbabwe, both male and female team, and I must say that these were quite some interesting matches. The female team was successful in a score of 12-0 to Zimbabwe, where the male team was successful in a score of 12-1. But let's have a look at some of these highlights.
Yes, of course, as you can see, that was Namibia in the first quarter scoring their first goal. And you can see right there, that was a beautiful combination from the Namibians. And then this was another chance that they got. Beautiful, beautiful, absolutely beautiful goal. And you can see that the Namibians were hungry for this one. Look at the third goal. Beautiful. It was a deflect from the Zimbabwean player, which could have been not in if she was not standing there. And of course, this is another chance again that the Namibians got. And then it was, of course, they kept on creating these chances. They kept on, of course, showing them that they are here to keep winning and winning and winning. Namibia being the 2 times defending champions, they came out really in this game to showcase in full potential. And of course, that was again another goal in the game that the Namibians did not take or put to waste. Most of the chances that these Namibians got, they ensured that they put the ball behind the net. They put these 2 goalkeepers of Zimbabwe in serious, serious trouble. You could see that the Zimbabweans stood no chance as the Namibians kept on communicating. You find the likes of Comac, you find the likes of Comac right there in the center that kept on producing those chances. You can see right there Comac scoring another goal. And of course, you see the likes of Ludwig, who were also producing most of those goals. You see Philander, Ludwig, Comac. The combinations were serious. There we go to another goal in the game. It was, of course, the combos, the combinations of these passes that kept on bringing these chances for them to score. And you can see Mutaramuswa, who was stressed there, but Comac came, look at that beautiful combination and ensuring that they get those penalty kicks, those penalty corners. And then that was, of course, halftime, and that was Namibia leading 6 and Zimbabwe 0. That was just before halftime. And as we went to the second half of the game, and Namibia still kept on dominating. Of course, this says that Namibia did indeed, look at that goal. Namibia did indeed score 6 goals before the halftime, and then another 6 after the halftime. And of course, that was the full time. Namibia 12, Zimbabwe 0. And of course, this is the Indo Africa Cup. We did have the player of the match. Let's quickly take a look at the interview.
Azali Philander with 4 goals. She received her award from Fanas Potgieter, the CEO of the MTC Dome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Azali, it's good to get a win under your belt, get a win to start. You must be pretty happy with the performance of the team tonight.
Yes, we are. It was our goal to win this game, and I'm very proud of my team for that. Yeah.
Obviously, you've played in the World Cup. How badly do you want to get back to another World Cup?
It's our team's dream to make it into top 4 or quarterfinals, so we are eager to get back to the World Cup in Croatia.
Well, congratulations to you and the team, and we look forward to seeing you in action against South Africa tomorrow.
Well, of course, these games are continuing and they are taking place at the Dome in Swakopmund. If you do happen to not be able to stop by, we are recording it live. Please have a look at our Facebook pages. We will be streaming it live on, that is 1up2.com, our online channel. But that does bring us to the end of today's sports news. But please stick around as we have more coming up.
Hello? I'd like to report a possible case of copper cable theft.
Erongo Red is looking for heroes like you to help stop copper cable theft. It's a crime that affects everyone. Call 96000 toll free or 081 144 2373 to report suspicious activity. Erongo Red, power to the people. Erongo Red is looking for heroes like you to help stop copper cable theft. It's a crime that affects everyone. It causes unplanned power outages, leads to public safety hazards, exposes wires that can cause injury or death, and increases electricity tariffs. So let's work together to stop copper cable theft. Report suspicious activity to 96000 toll free or 081 144 2373. Erongo Red, power to the people.
It's almost game time for the Special Olympics. It's the national games. Now, Janke, please tell us a bit about the games itself.
Okay, so the games are for intellectually disabled athletes. They are going to participate over 2 days in soccer and athletics, and the first day, which is on the Friday, we're going to have divisioning where we put all the athletes in their division according to their age and capabilities and their skills. And then on the Saturday we are going to host the final day, where we're also going to have a grand opening, a parade in the beginning, and that these athletes feel very special.
Awesome. Now tell me, how many athletes are we expecting for the games?
About 144 from 5 regions.
Okay, now tell us a bit about the events. What type of events? Is it your traditional track and field events?
We're going to have soccer, where there's 5 in a team with 2 partners, unified partners. And then athletics, we're going to have the 100, the 200, the 400, and the 1,500 and a long jump.
So, Mercy, jy gaan ook deelneem daardie dag. Sê vir ons, wat gaan jy doen by die Olympics?
Hardloop.
Gaan jy hardloop? Okay, nou wat gaan jy hardloop? Gaan jy 1005 hardloop?
100.
Dus sê vir my, Mercy, wat is jou plan? Wil jy eers kom daai dag?
Yes.
Yes, eers kom. Now, Janke, please tell us, how can the local community support the Special Olympics on the 1st of June? Or the week, basically?
Various ways. They can become volunteers, they can come and help, because Special Olympics is, how can I say, we want volunteers. That's what the business is all about. And then also they can come and support the athletes and see how these athletes demonstrate their skills and and they can excel in whatever they are doing, and they show off.
Exactly. So, how does the games assist in destigmatizing a lot of the wrong information out there about people living with disabilities?
We have a lot of programs where we do unified sports and unified schools, where we attract all the learners from different schools, and even where we combine the intellectual disabled with the learners from different schools, and we teach them leadership and teach them how to deal with intellectually disabled athletes. And then also the games bring everything together, and that is where it's so beautiful to see where unified athletes compete with intellectually disabled athletes. And this is also where the athletes also can demonstrate and show their skills, their capabilities, and they can, with that, they create confidence in becoming a better athlete, and they feel welcome and they feel appreciated.
So, Mercy, sê vir my, oefen jy elke dag?
Ja.
Elke dag? Waar oefen jy? Sê vir ons, vertel vir ons so 'n bietjie, wat doen jy wanneer jy oefen?
As doen practice, as doen push-ups, as doen hierdie gedaan.
Hoeveel push-ups kan jy doen, Mercy?
10 push-ups.
Yeah, ek kan eers een doen nie, Mercy. So well done. Janke, sê dit gou vir ons. Tell us just, what is your message to the community of Swakopmund of Bobbies Bay? Are you calling on them to come support the day?
Yes, please come on the Friday, come on the Saturday, come and see what the Special Olympics National Games are, and even if you can come and help and just support the athletes, even if it's in any way that you can support the athlete.
Mercy, wat wil jy graag van die mense sê? Moet hulle kom kyk tydig hoe jy 100 meter gaan wen?
Ja, hulle sal kom.
Hulle sal kom. En sê vir my, wat wil jy vir jou ander atlete sê? Wat se boodskap het jy vir jou ander atlete? Moet hulle lekker hard oefen?
Ja, hulle moet met hard oefen.
Jy gaan hulle weghardloop.
Ek sal hulle weghardloop.
Dankie, Mercy. Thank you, Janka. We appreciate your time and being here today.
Pleasure.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
Neopaints has established a 67-year Namibian legacy, creating personalized paint solutions that blend quality and innovation for the Namibian people. We pride ourselves in being a 100% Namibian-owned company, investing in our country and our people by employing and empowering true Namibians. With every brushstroke, Neopaints commits to our quality guarantee and always delivering a coat of excellence. At Neopaints, we always stay true to our country. We are as Namibian as you.
And with that, we've come to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for sticking around. It was indeed a handful episode with some interesting news, your weekly weather, as well as your bi-weekly sports update. Now, in order to get in touch with all of these news items, which we have just shared with you, please have a look at our website. That is www.erongo.com.na. Also, please do make sure to go follow us on Facebook. That is Erongo on Facebook. And have a look at our DSTV channel, DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25. But until next time, it's goodbye.
Say hey to May with our mid-month budget beaters at WB. Get 1 liter Clover Ultra UHT milk for $19.99. 500 gram Sunshine D Original for just $19.99. 5 kg Top Score Super Maize Meal for $64.99. A 100 gram Ricoffee tin for only $24.99. And 2 kg Marathon White or Light Brown Sugar for $37.99. See all our mid-month budget beaters at www.vurmanbrock.com. We care.